Hey y'all. Yep. It's day 11. Yeah. And this is the fit. I just got on a plain black tank. And these old shorts that I've had for years. And yeah, and I still got these Villiers on. Yep. Today y'all gonna do a story time with me. Yep, that's what we about to do. We about to do a story time. Yes. Okay. So I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna lay in my bed. Y'all gonna and do this little story time with y'all for day 11. So I don't know if y'all can really see me. So yeah, that's what we gonna do. I cannot get the stupid camera. Wait, oh. That's what it is. So we did it better. Okay, y'all, we gonna get into this the story time with me. And my makeup looking a little dark. I put on some a new color makeup. And I should put on a little let me do this over. Let me stop this. Okay, y'all. This is gonna look how it's gonna look. This is the I put that dark makeup on, and it's just not, I would have to like redo it, and I'm not. Okay, because I already told y'all there's a reason I wear makeup. I'm just not telling you, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't. I'm just not telling y'all until y'all get me to 1,000 subscribers. So okay, this is we about to do a story time. Okay, yes. All right. This story. What should I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but we'll see. Let's just get into the story. Okay. Like back in, I had these two friends that I eventually became really good friends. I mean, these two friends that I really eventually became really good friends with, because well, these two girls that I eventually really became good friends with. Okay, we gonna call one of them Ride and Die, and we're gonna call the other one Sneaky. But before I go any further, y'all know that these stories happened years ago. And I'm not going to tell you if they're true or false. Okay? I'm not going to tell you. So, what's true or what's false? Because the whole story could be true. But I'm not going to tell you because, like I said, I don't like to hurt people. So, it's not that serious. These things happened years ago. I was very young. But some of it, I will tell you this, but some of it is definitely true. So, yeah, I will tell you that. So, these are stories about what I went through when I was younger. Okay. So, like I said, I met these two girls and we became really good friends. I'm gonna call one of them Ride or Die, and the other one Sneaky. Okay? So, Ride or Die was a ride or die. To a certain point, Ride or Die was a ride or die. Like, when it comes to throwing them hands, Ride or Die was your dog, was your ride or die. Like, if she friends with you, she don't give a care. She down with you, like down. Okay, Sneaky is funny. Like, she cool, she like funny, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it came to y'all all getting beat up or whatever, she gonna apologize to people who beat y'all up. Okay, Sneaky was white, Ride or Die was black. So that's just who Sneaky was. She gonna apologize for it. She ain't gonna no. She lets you, and she honest. She lets you know straight up. She don't fight. She probably can fight and just don't even know it, because I don't know if she tried it by now or been put in a position or whatever, but she's upfront with that. She can't help you. She can't even help herself. She gonna get beat up. Okay, so anyway, so one day we was the type of friends that we was real close, and we was underage drinkers. So we was drinking beer, underage drinkers, sneaking drinking beer. So we Ride or Die, she lived in the alley around the corner from the gas station. So where we would go and cop the beer. So when I met them, they was already drinking. Like I told y'all, I wasn't drinking because of the incident. If you go watch my story time, the stash house, you will understand why I didn't really drink or do anything. So, but they were already sneaking drinking beer. So when I met them. Well, I didn't meet them, but I used to see them at school. We all went to school together. And so one day I was walking through the alley, and Ride or Die approached me, and me and her started talking, and we just really started hanging out and became good friends. But they was in school. That her mom was strict too, so she was a sneaker drinker. So she was already sneaking drinking beer. So she was like, one day we hung out because we could hang out at my house when no adults were really there, because I was at my fam house, you know. And so they was doing them, and so I really could do whatever I want. And so she was there with me. I mean, so her and Sneaky used to come over there and hang out all the time with me. So one day they was like, let's go get some beer. I'm like, well, how we gonna get it? And they was like, we all pretty. There's no way we can't get no beer. I was like, okay. So we went to the gas station. We stand out there and get somebody to buy us some beer. We weren't even trying to get no free beer back then. We didn't know about getting free beer yet. we just had a couple of dollars. You could buy a 40 ounce for a couple of dollars, and we had split, and we all three can just drink it. And so we had us a couple of dollars, so we went to the gas station, and we was standing out there just laughing and talking. Dudes, hustlers be coming through. They be trying to holler, and we like, get up, we got $2, why don't y'all cop us a beer? And they was like, no, just keep your money, I just want your number. And we like, no. So they was like, we just want your number, we got you, we just want your number. So like all three of us had situations, so we wasn't trying to hook up with no dudes. So we was like, okay, so we just give them fake names and fake numbers. And so they would just come out and they'll just give us beers, We was always get, so they'll just give us the beers, and then we'll go back to my fam house and we'll just drink the beer. Well, this particular night we was on our way back we had copped our beers, and we had already been drinking with some people. We was already had been drinking some beer with some people, so we was kind of tipsy. But we was on our way back to my fam house to chill and drink our 40 ounces that we got. So to get back to my fam house, you had to go through the alley where Ride or Die lived, and you had to go through the alley, and then you had to go through a field, and then cross the street to get to the fam house. Well, we walking through this field, and these people, we saw their car coming down the street, right? And they just turned off into the field. And we looking at them, and we like, cause we just walking, we ain't saying nothing, because we tipsy, we ain't saying nothing. And then the car kept getting closer and closer. They about to hit us, and like my friends, they gonna kill us if they gonna hit us. They gonna hit us. They is not stopping. So they got to throwing the 40 ounces into they windshield. I'm like, I'm not throwing my 40 ounces. I'm gonna drink my 40 ounces. You know what I'm saying? So I'm laughing because they throwing it, because they really close to us. They about to hit us. So and I'm just cracking up laughing. I didn't stop and cracking up laughing because I'm tipsy, so I'm laughing. And so they done threw their 40 ounces into the thing, and they kept walking. They turned off and kept walking. I didn't even know that they had kept walking. I'm still standing there laughing. And the people didn't stop their car, got out their car. It was a dude and a girl and his woman. And so she didn't got out the car. I'm laughing. She said, oh, it's funny, huh? And so I looks up and I'm like, who the snap is you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, and I didn't even know that my girl, the man, walked off, and she was about to hit me. I was like, oh, hey, wait. And I put my 40 ounce down, because I wanted my 40 ounce. I was going to drink my beer, so I ain't want to break it. But I'm like, and I'm like, oh, wait, I put my 40 ounce down. I said, oh, you want to fight? I was like, this right up my alley. I'm young, wild, I'm throwing over heads. So I got she swung, I ducked, I came back up, I was tearing her up. So she got the crying, screaming, and her boyfriend. So her dude got out the car and started fighting. Me and him started bucking. Me and him started throwing. I'm just giving it to him too. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, they both start jumping me. So I looked out the corner of my eye to call my friends for help. And I'm like, ride or die. And I knew not to call sneaky. I'm like, ride or die, they jumping me. And ride or die like, oh, okay, where you at? So she started running back. She sees them, and she come running up, and she got the bucking with the girl. And next thing you know, I'm still bucking with the dude. She got the beating the girl up, and the girl got the crying. Every time the girl get the crying, the dude running to her, trying to help her. So he runs over there to try to help her, and I run right on over there. And then he got the bucking with my girl, and then I got the bucking with his girl. So oh my goodness. I hit her one time, and blood just started gushing. So much blood came out, it just went in my mouth. Oh, I just swallowed her blood. I was like, oh my, whoa. I was gagging. Wait, before all this happened, let's rewind. Let's rewind the whole story. Like, while I was at the gas station, the dudes that caught for us this time was some dudes that stabbed my his sister had stabbed my sister, but I didn't know that at the time. And he wanted to holler at me. He kept telling my girl, like, tell her I want to holler at her. What's up? Just trying to get my number, my name and stuff. And we giving them my girl giving him fake information. We just want these beers. And then when she went in the car, she told me his name. And I was like, oh, I know him. I said, don't he stay on the north side? She said, yeah. I said, his sister stabbed my sister. I was like, no. When he came back out the store, I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. Do you know who I am? And I was like, your sister stabbed my sister back in the day. That's no. He was like, we are a perfect. He was like, I got to have you. You were so fine. He was like, the family just gonna have to get over it. I gotta be with you. So we left from there. And then, so let's go back to the part where I'm about to, they pulls up while we fighting. They pulls up while we fighting. I see them pulls up. And they robbing the people while we out here fighting them. They out there robbing them. And so when I hit the girl and all her blood started gushing and it went in my mouth. Her blood went in my mouth. And I swallowed her blood and I'm up here gagging. When I hit her and all her blood started gushing out in slow motion, you could just see her. She was in slow motion. The dudes was like, dang! And she just passed out. And I'm just over here gagging because all her blood is in my mouth. And dude like, oh, I do. Like, you know, when he like, I gotta be with you. He's just begging me, but they robbing them at the same time. So I'm like, so then her dude came over there and grabbed her and picked her up to try to see if she okay. And she came back through or whatever. And then he picked her up and put her in the car and then they left. So we just went back to the crib and cleaned up and everything. I'm still gagging like I want to throw up because these people that I done swallowed this girl blood and it's just crazy. The whole night is crazy. And so we at the crib and stuff, and then we just like we ain't even gonna drink. We just gonna call it a night. So we called it a night. I don't know if I saw my friends the next day or a couple of days after that. I don't really know. But yeah, I think it was the next day I saw him because they told me that the police had came to their house. Because the people that we beat up lived right there kitty corner from them in the alley. That's why they was driving through the alley. But they was on something. You know what I'm saying? They was on something. They was drugging. But it was self-defense. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing to do with them. I didn't throw no bottles in their car. And I was just defending myself. She got out the car to fight me, trying to put her hands on me. I just defended myself. Well, anyway, so my friends must have told the police the story and told them everything that happened. They didn't know me, but my friends know me. And, you know, they knew where I lived and everything. So they told the police all my information. And so the police came a couple of days to my house knocking at the door. And I'm like, and they told me, I was like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they was like, oh, you know, because your friends told us everything. We know you. I mean, we know everything. I was like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, That's why I'm like, is your friends, if you have to ask, you most likely already know. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But so then they took the stories, I told them, and then we end up going to court, and we had these lawyers. We got this public defender when we met the same day and everything, and he wouldn't let us tell no story, no nothing when we got into court. So we had to end up paying fines. I mean, they hospital bills and fines. And the judge, they got to get up there and tell they sob story and everything. And I wanted to be like, I was like, you know, I was very young, so I was very immature, so I was outspoken and da-da-da-da. And she was like, I'm gonna send, if you get in any more trouble, I'm gonna take your case personally and lock you up. So when she said that, and oh no, she said throw away the key. And when she said that, I was like, you ain't got to ever worry about me. I ain't put my hands on nobody. I'm not getting nothing. So I was done with that. I was done. Anybody could approach me, anything, and I was just walking away. I was walking away unless, you know, there was some situations where I knew they could tell. But I'm just saying, most of the time, I was walking away. I'm like, no, I'm too pretty for that. No, I do not want to go to behind the bars. Not, I was too pretty. I was like, it's not that serious. I was like, I don't give a care, you know, it wasn't even worth it. But yeah, so I'm just saying, like, it was wrong. Like, that's what I'm saying about the law. They should hire people to really investigate both sides. Because, for one, they was already wrong because they left the road and drove through a field. So right there, they already know that those people was possibly wrong. And I didn't do anything to them, period. I didn't throw no bottle. I didn't put my hands on them first, anything. I was just defending myself. So I should have been the only person not really in trouble. So, yeah. But, you know, when you're young, you have to go through some things. You have to learn. And, like, you know, in life, I'm just glad that God, like, let me go through the things that I went through. But, yeah. All right, y'all. Day 11. Story time. Yes, and like I said, are they your friends? If you have to ask. No, that's not what I say. That's not what I want to say. Is they? If you have to ask, most likely you already know the answer. That's all I'm saying about that. All right. later.